As defined by the International Development Innovation Alliance, a culture of innovation is an environment that supports creative thinking and advanced efforts to extract economic and social value from knowledge, and in doing so, generates new or improved products, service, or process. An innovation culture would benefit organizations a lot. It stimulates change, it ensures a continuous improvements, it increases the idea pool and diversity in workplace, and it attracts better talent. Without innovation culture, there is no innovation. And there are 3 ways to evaluate the innovation culture. Leadership. Key leadership areas that affect collaborative innovation success. Awareness. People in innovative culture always ask questions, such as how it works. Innovation governance. It could ensure innovation does not fall through the gaps. Besides, there are 5 characteristics for innovation culture. Tolerance for failure but no tolerance for incompetence. Willingness to experiment but highly disciplined. Psychologically safe but brutally candid. Collaboration but with individual accountability. Flat but strong leadership.
Successful innovative companies are always praised for their innovative culture. But what culture blocks those failed companies away from innovation? Let's first take a check on Blockbuster. When Netflix emerged in the market, Blockbuster realized the subscription model is a threat for them and came up with Total Access to compete, when they fully realized the online service represents a future trend. So why they still failed? Initially, they were reluctant to give up enormous profits from the late fee, although the market doesn't like it. Later, when management planned to promote the online service, investors refused the capital expenditures and franchises were worried about their physical stores. The internal obstacle slows down the reforming, and the giant operating cost eventually leads to its bankruptcy. Joined to the vested interest and lacking organizational agility triggered Blockbuster's tragedy. In Koda's story, the company shows more complacency than Blockbuster and stuck to their vested interest even they hold the resources and technology to change. Different from its major competitor Fuji, who embraces New World and maintain a growth mindset, Kodak failed when incumbents are reluctant to depart from their legacy as they believe it will weaken their oligopolies.
As we discussed with our previous examples, creating a culture of innovation can be immensely challenging to create and to maintain. Here are some examples of companies who have excelled at not only creating a culture of innovation, but have managed to sustain it over long periods of time. Samsung is a global leader in technical innovation. From cameras to televisions, home appliances, tablets, laptops, and smartphones, Samsung has established itself as a global leader in innovation across all of its product lines. Samsung's core philosophy of innovation is focused on the idea of open innovation. This model aims to build a collaboration between designers, innovators, and thinkers to focus on different solutions. While a flat organizational hierarchy exists in Samsung's many product-type divisions, the element that sets Samsung apart from its competitors is the overarching control and direction that is set by their leaders at their corporate headquarters. Top leaders are a key part of this organizational design for ensuring the company's operations are unified and effectively directed towards growth and operational effectiveness. Innovation is not just good for the bottom line, it is also something that leaders and employees value about their organization. This is exactly the feeling shared by employees and leaders alike in our next company, Netflix. The playbook known as the Netflix Culture Deck has been touted by Facebook's chief operating officer as the most important document ever to come out of Silicon Valley. Netflix continues to set the bar high for HR management practices, allowing employees the freedom to manage themselves and their work with very little daily oversight or structured rules. Netflix encourages independent decision-making by employees, encouraging them to share information openly, broadly, and deliberately. Criticism and candor are essential to this process. Their highly effective employees must be prepared to defend their ideas in an open forum, forcing staff to truly think through all possible risks and benefits when presenting new ideas.
What culture do the most well-known innovative contemporary companies implement? Let's look at SpaceX. SpaceX actively disclosed a bunch of failures in testing on its video clips. What information did the management want to pass? By continuously showing the set of many scattered testing accidents in a short video, the company shows that worrying failure is not its attitude. Instead, the trial and errors fuel the company's innovation. And the humorous tone that the company used to introduce shocking sense implies that the company doesn't want to blame. On the contrary, the company shows that they would tolerate failures, take a risk, and encourage people to keep exploring and trust each other. How does SpaceX manage people if it doesn't set penalties? The company creates excitement for its talents. The company recruits people who hold a belief in the company's vision and could self-motivate it. The management depicts a meaningful future that makes the employees excited, and also they provide comfortable working conditions and invest in employees. The long-hour working will drive out some people automatically, and the elites remain eventually.
To sum up, Blockbuster failed because it refused to give up its vested interests, and Kodak failed for its conservatism. Both companies held to its traditional products and practices. These two companies lacked the innovative culture that would have encouraged them to change, adjust, and succeed. On the contrary, Samsung succeeded for its ideas of open innovation and its flat organizational structure, which helps top leaders achieve direct participation. Netflix's success lies in its employee empowerment, which inspires their creative thinking. And SpaceX, its success is its failure tolerance, error acceptance, and risk-taking promotions. All these companies are open to innovation and have clear innovation governance, bringing trust, creativity, and ultimately success.